On our previous video, we went over the Bay County interactive map and how to download an image and search and change the view status. Now, when that image was printed, it saved as a PDF. By all means, you can do other options, whether you bring in shape files or if you're on the FDOT website, you can register for that and bring in aerials as SID files. Either one are entirely appropriate. For this exercise, I'm going to choose the PDF. As we discussed previously, a file is brought into another file or otherwise linked is an xref. It's not simply a copy or paste. It's an external reference. And again, external reference just means a linked file. To get a PDF into an AutoCAD drawing, and this is the same, mostly the same for a JPEG. It works similar. There's two options you can do for that. You can insert using the xref, or you can insert for some of the later years is the PDF import. I'm going to show you both ways. First way, xref. I'm just going to type xref. Brings up file references. This is something we saw in class. If I pull down this menu here, I can attach a PDF. As soon as I select that, it brings up select reference file. Again, this is a linked file. Now, it's pointed back to my documents. If you're on a server or if you have it on a jump drive or so forth, we all know you need to look somewhere else. This particular one I'm just going to get from my documents because that's where it was saved, and I saved it as FSU. Okay. As soon as I hit open, it allows me to change a couple of things. Insertion point, I've got it checked for specify on the screen. I can rotate it 90 degrees or whatever degrees I wanted to, and also the scale. Now I'm going to leave it 1 for right now, just for talking purposes, and I'm going to leave the insertion point. I'm going to select it. So by not having this box checked, I'm going to tell it where to put the image. So I hit OK. And I'm going to move this just so we can get it kind of out of the way. Okay, so this image came in. It's an image PDF. Notice there's some color discrepancies. It's just something we're going to have to work with. Normally, we'd probably have a survey file or an image. You could bring it in, use print screen from the original or snippet from the original and bring it in. I do have the scale here, so I will need to adjust that. And then you say, well, how do I adjust that? You're going to need to draw a line and make sure that it matches up. Just it's as simple as drawing a line, seeing how long that line is, and adjusting. If this is, for talking purposes, 500 feet, I want to make sure that I have the same scale here, and I adjust it to it matches up. So I'll be adjusting not this line, but the image. So again, by drawing a line of a known length, whether it's 100 feet, 500 feet, 50 feet, whatever, I need to make sure that the underlying image matches that known length, and I scale it until it matches up. Okay, all right. The other way that you can import a PDF is attach PDF import here. Select PDF file, hit OK. Now it has some additional check marks here. PDFs have different layers to them, similar to AutoCAD. You can use the PDF layers, you create object layers, so forth. Same way with a scale, specify insertion point. We can import it as a block, so it's all as one. I'm going to choose this, but I want to be cautious. Importing as a block is in some ways good, in some ways not. If you need to manipulate the image under it, maybe don't import it as a block. Maybe leave this block box unchecked. Also, I want to incorporate all the raster images, which are the images behind it. Okay. Notice it's populating the xref with different layers. I've got all of these xrefs now, so I'm going to expand my table. All of these are external references that are under this drawing one, which is what I am, drawing one. I have all of these. I have the PDF, and I have all the PNG files. PNG is nothing more than an image file, similar to a JPEG. The path of it is here, and remember that we talked about C drive as your local drive, so that C users, that happens to be me, and then under documents. So here is my image. I can leave it the same, or I'll end up needing to get rid of this box, but it is a little bit cleaner, and if I get rid of these grid lines, it's entirely usable. Don't forget that I'll need to scale this to match what I'm going to be using in AutoCAD. So if you don't do this in this step, I want to caution you, if you don't do this in your step, all of your dimension lines are going to be off. For instance, this image in model space is showing a 3-inch distance. This is a 3-inch distance, which is nowhere near what is correct. So if I go and do a linear dimension, let's say I don't know, from here to here, it's showing a 1/2 inch. There's no way that 2 cars, almost 3 cars, fit in a 1/2 inch. So this is way off on scale. And you can adjust all of this to make sure it matches up. I'm not going to go through that with you. Hopefully you can do it. If you have an issue, please text me, email me, something, and I'll step you through it. In the interest of time, I'm not going to show you how to scale something because we've already covered that. Again, if you have any issues, please contact me.